Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of March 15th, 2021. Every week we chat about the things parents are talking about, complaining about, and obsessing about right now. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
And Nicole Eridix.
Hi there.
This week we are complaining about saying no and obsessing about being late. We're also taking a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. Today we're talking about some life advice for 18-year-olds. This is coming off a article on scarymommy.com called 18 Things I Wish I Had Known When I Turned 18. And I don't know about you guys, but when I was 18, I knew everything. Everything about life I knew. And why would older people not listen to me? Because I was 18 and things were so very clear. But I guess we look back now, I would say what I wish I had known was when I was 18 was, you're not that smart, but that's not in this list. Some of the things that are on the list are make yourself a priority, be grateful, be kind to yourself. Forgiveness is not about others, it is for yourself. I don't think I know these things now.
Yeah, I thought that the title on this was super misleading or just incorrect. Like you could tell all these things to an 18-year-old. Are they going to listen or care? I don't think so.
They will not.
You have to learn it yourself, I feel.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's all good advice of a bland sort, but the last one on the list is call your mom, which always good advice. But do people still call their moms anymore? Should it be text your mom? Hit your mom up on Facebook. Wave to your mom on the social media app of the day. Meet your mom in a clubhouse room. It seems so low tech. But your mom is following you on GPS, so there's no need to call her. Your mom knows where you are and what you're doing.
How about turn your GPS on?
That's right. Keep it on. You never know. It could be helpful.
Yeah.
When you drive your car up the side of the road, I'll know where you are, honey, and I can send the paramedics. That's the only reason I'm tracing you every moment.
Right. Right.
Yeah. I'm not sure 18 is the point at which you want enduring life wisdom. Maybe like what people should tell you when you're 30, 35, maybe 40 is when these things would be useful, when you're really beating yourself up about stuff. When you're 18, you're still kind of invincible, right?
Yeah.
Are 18-year-olds still that way? I look back at myself and think, what an insufferable little know-it-all I was. I had my first job when I was 21, and I was ticked that nobody would listen to what I had to say and kept falling back on their, decades of experience.
Right. How dare they?
I'm a young person. I know everything. Listen to me. I would like to see the list of what 18-year-olds think 60-year-olds should know.
Yeah.
Right?
We're smarter than you.
Might be helpful.
I don't even know if they know how to do any of this. How would they even know what, they're so random and abstract.
Yeah, and things like, work-life balance, work-life choices. When you're 18, you can be totally selfish. You have your time is pretty much your own. You have certain commitments probably to school and or work, but it's not like you generally have children or a spouse or a home that requires your constant upkeep and attention. So, I don't know. And you think you can do it all anyway. I just had this discussion with my 18-year-old who got a new job that she's going to be doing for the spring and summer. And then when she goes back to school in the fall, she wants to transfer to the location that's in her college town. And work, she said 15 hours a week. And I said, that sounds like a kind of a lot, for you'll have school and you'll have skating, which is, probably at least 10 to 12 hours a week for skating. do you think you can do all that? Of course I can do all that. Like, don't you believe in me? Don't you have any faith in me? I was like, yes, I totally believe in you. And I know, I agree. It's true that you are good at time management. She is. But like, 15 hours is kind of a lot, you know?
It really
I mean,
is.
I know there are people who go to school full time and go to work full time. And that is amazing and impressive. And, you know, I certainly don't want to discourage her from working hard, but
Yes.
I also don't want her to fail out of school.
What 18-year-olds need to know is your mother knows what she's talking about. Just listen to her and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like my 30-year-old to embrace that as well.
To know that too.
Well, even just the first one on this list, make yourself a priority. Don't they already?
Right.
Isn't
Oh my
that something
goodness.
that they already know.
Get over yourself is what should be there instead.
Right.
It's not just about you.
Yes, where's that list? We need to make our own list, I
We
think.
need to revise this. Be kind to yourself. What about others, like your parents, your mother?
Be nice to your mother. Bring her snacks.
Exactly.
Make her lunch.
My gosh. Yeah, no, some of this is pretty, I think this is more for, a 50-year-old.
This is hard-learned advice that your child will not listen to. So
Right.
I've been trying to sell my daughter on what I think is very wise, which is that you have a choice to how you react in most situations. You can choose to be annoyed or you can choose to just let it go. She does not so much subscribe to that, even though it's good advice. It'll make you happier.
Right.
But she's just, I feel what I feel, and that's what I feel. And it's like, well, but you don't have to feel that, honestly, really. You can decide not to feel it.
Well, or you can feel it, but respond to it in a different way.
That's true. That's true. I mean, some things you can't acknowledge. Some things you can't decide how you feel about it, but sometimes it's a choice, to be angry about something or to decide to put the worst possible spin on something and then feel bad about it.
Right.
And really, on those things, you can say, you know what? I'm going to choose not to be pissy about this particular thing today. And I wish she would do that. But, I understand when you're young, your truth is the truth.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think of my 18-year-old self and looking at this, and there's just no way this would have even registered.
Would have just bounced off the Teflon.
It just, I could not ever see myself even thinking that some of these things were possible. Like, will this matter in 10 months, years, or minutes, months, and years? I mean, everything when you're 18 matters. Like, every tiny little detail matters, right? Like, you're trying to, at least for me, I have anxiety, but I think a lot of us, we're very we're concerned with our own issues and we're focused on that. But like a lot of this stuff is just, I don't know. It just seems like great article, good topic to think about, but I think we should explore more. 21st century. Because I just don't know. Like, this is...
Break a sweat every day. Do you guys break a sweat every day?
No.
No, I do not break a sweat every day.
I maybe break into a sweat or break into tears. Either way, I guess it's salty liquid leaving your body. Maybe that's a better goal.
Yeah.
At least that one is something that an 18-year-old can grasp,
I guess.
That is like sort of concrete and relatable to a person that age.
Right.
Whereas
then do we need to add,
this is not.
Take a shower every day?
Right. After that sweat.
Don't wear those clothes for 2 days.
Yeah. What about some more practical stuff? Change your sheets often.
Get your mammogram. I guess that's 18 years old, maybe not.
That's right. Keep up with your doctor's appointments.
60-year-olds should know.
That is true. Like when I went to college, I just didn't go to the dentist for like 4 years because, or even more, because like I wasn't there, and my family had moved. So I didn't even have a dentist where my parents lived. And of course I didn't have a dentist in college. And so I just didn't go, it didn't occur to me that I should, find a dentist and go. So I just didn't for many years.
Right.
So that's the kind of thing that maybe someone should have explicitly told me to do.
That would have been good. At my kids' community college, they had a program for dental hygienists. And so every now and then students would come into the lunchroom and say, anybody want to get their teeth cleaned? We need to practice. So see, you could have got it done that way.
Yeah, that would have been good. And I did go to a university that had a dental school. Like, why were they not?
I bet you could have just gone and got your teeth cleaned for free anytime you wanted.
Yeah. I mean, it was dentistry, not dental hygienists. But still, you'd think they would be on top of, like, trying to make sure people were taking care of their teeth.
They also used to come into the lunchroom asking for people who wanted to practice having blood drawn. I did that once.
You did?
A few. I did.
Oh, that was
This
nice
was this young lady I had talked to in the lunchroom once before, and so I felt bad saying no to her. So I went and let her poke my arm for a while. But I never did the teeth cleaning. I guess that's where I drew the line. You can poke holes in my arm, but stay away from my teeth. Oh, 18-year-olds, just enjoy your life. Enjoy what you look like now.
Yeah, like enjoy a
this
time
moment.
Where you don't have the responsibilities really of adulthood.
Make the most of it. Have fun. Do everything you can, because then it's all over.
It's all downhill from here.
In the blink of an eye, you will look back and say, man, I wished I had known this when I was 18.
I know.
I don't know. I'm kind of glad I didn't know it when I was 18, and I just
Right.
bungle my way unencumbered by profundity through my early years. I look back on it and say, I wish I was that carefree now.
Right.
Yes.
But we still have wisdom to share, so we will do that daily on the podcast. But that is it for today's round
Make
one.
your 18-year-old listen.
Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment-themed round 2. And later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.